Go, we should be live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to be with you all again. So let's see. Yes, with megas and queimadas, but it's the Samyan, Manu. Hi Alex, lovely to see you. Great to have you. Let me just get this so I can see it better. And that's got to come back as well. Yes. Okay, so here goes. Hi to Alex, hi to Valentine, hi to Maurits, hi to Manu, hi to Oksana, hi to Patricia, hi to Ronan, and hi to Vitali. Lovely to be with you all. Next streams will be on Tuesday, which will be the 4th of November. And Thursday the 6th of November. Okay, changeable with some sunny spells. No sun here at all. Just the rain, but well, the rain's all right with me. So, the paradox of horror. How scary films can soothe your anxiety. Okay. Here, I'm a Brit, you never put it in doubt. I don't like the sun, it's too hot. Hi Christian, lovely to have you. Jump scares and gore might not seem the most watching, but scary films can be the ideal therapy during anxious times. Yeah, it's good to try and have fun, Pete. Okay, so jump scares and gore might not seem like the most. And the 5th of November, thank you, Maurits. That's really kind of you. Number 2 is can actually be. That's good. Happy Halloween. Thank you. The same to you, Maurits. Can be entertaining watching. The most gruesome Gruesome works quite nicely. Might not seem like the most pleasant watching. Preferable. Can indeed be. That's quite good, Valentine. Can sometimes be. Can surprisingly be. I like surprisingly. A compelling watch can be the most compelling watch. Hi Manisco, lovely to see you. So, thank you again, Maurits, that's really kind of you. Hi Don't Trust, lovely to see you. So, jump scares and gore might not seem the most soothing, most relaxing watching, but scary films can actually be, Ice Cream to Vitali, the most enjoyable. Can sometimes be the ideal therapy, can astonishingly be the ideal therapy. Hi White Stripes, lovely to see you. Outrageous watching, seemed like the most outrageous watching. Okay, when I was about 16, I thought it would be fun to have movie night. As it out, I was wrong. One of my friends, their DVD of The Exorcist, the most ideal watching. Okay, in the past. That's it. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Alex. Turned out. Well done, Maurits. Turned out. Well done, Vitali. Well done, Oksana. Turned out. Well done, Valentine. Turned out. Well done, Patricia. As it turned out. Well done, Manu. One of my friends, Lent. Yes, Lent definitely works. Lent for Oksana and White Stripes and Maurits. Turned out says trust. Well done, trust. Yep, turned out is the ice cream word for the first one. Played is better. Lent me. But I think, thank you, Oksana. Ice cream for Oksana. Brought, well done, well done, Alex, as well. Brought there. Yes, Trust, exactly, they brought. Turned and lent, says Christian. Yeah, lent works, but I think brought, because he brought it with him. Okay, so I think lent implies that the friend didn't come. Well, so, yeah, as it turns out, wait a second, I was wrong with that. It's turns in the present. Lent their DVD. Lent their DVD. I think it implies, already implies to the movie night. Lent me. It sounds better. Lent me their DVD. As things panned out, I quite like that, Vitaly. That's good. So I spent the next 2 hours with my, I spent the next 2 hours with my, yeah, both turned and turns should both work. I think I agree, Maurits. Well done, White Stripes. You got the idea. With my blanket over my head, hands over my face, says Christian. I ended up soaked to vomit from the first role character. I love it, Manu. With my pillow over my face is good, but Alex. With my pouring over. No, pouring doesn't work, P. Hands over my eyes. I think it's over my eyes. With my hands covering my eyes. I think that it's this idea of looking through your fingers. Blanket over my face. My hands over my eyes. So definitely ice cream for Manu there. And also for Maurits. So I spent the next 2 hours with my hands over my eyes, with my blanket over my face, says Trust. Every time I jumped in my seat, I found wondering how people could find something so horrifying to be so entertaining. With my quilt over my head, definitely. But one finger letting me watch a bit. That's the idea, yes. Just watching a little bit so you can actually see it. Well done, Vitali. That's very good. Yes, that looks pretty good, White Stripes. Myself, well done, Oksana. Myself, well done, Valentine. And other, well done, Maurits. You get the double ice cream for that, Maurits. Yes, Alex, found myself wondering how other. I found myself perplexed. I think ED. Other for the second. Yes, Valentine. Myself. Yes, Maurits. Myself and other. Yes, Christian. Myself wondering how other people. I found myself perplexed. Yes, wondering how other people. Well done all of you. Lots of ice creams there. Myself and other. That's it, Trust. Good afternoon, Firdavs. Lovely to see you. And so, yeah, I found myself wondering other people. Yeah, no, other is not necessary. How people could find. Yeah, it works quite nicely. Okay. Are you entertaining? You're entertaining. Gladiator. So philosophers and psychologists have much the same question. Invited, that's not bad, White Stripes. Have posed, says Alex. Posed, says Vitali. Asked, says Maurit. Asked, says White Stripes. I think to myself how other people could enjoy such horrible scenes. Asked for Oksana. Have analysed. It's going to be an ED again. Have asked. Have posed much the same question. Posed is very good, but it's not the word they asked. They use. So a little bit of alliteration, and posed fits the alliteration as well. Have entertained, have posited. I like entertained, much the same question, and I love posited as well. Have raised, much the same question. Have considered is a good word. Raised. To think deeply. And it's another word beginning with P-O, as in posit and pose. Have popped, much the same question. Normally to pop the question is to ask somebody to marry you. So he popped the question and she said, no way. Have discussed, have broached, good words. Pondered, there we go. Well done, Oksana. Well done, Alex. Have pondered, much the same question. Have issued, have analysed the same question. Pondered, that's it, Maurits. Logic, that the emotion of fear pervade. Pondered, well done, Valentine. Propose, says Christian. Logic, that the emotion of fear evolved to us away from things that are safety. So we got 3. Have pondered, much the same question. You can add the out. I like the out more. Purvey, spread an idea or a belief. To carry. A purveyor, a provider. Yes, it's unusual to use ponder without anything else. Have pondered over the same question, but it is valid. Have pondered. You can ponder something. Let me ponder this. Logic shows, logic states, evolved to scare us, that threaten our safety. Threaten our safety. That's definitely an ice cream for Oksana. That endangers our safety. To get us away from. Insists, states. But there's a collocation. Logic suggests. That's the closest yet. To compromise our safety. To keep us away is pretty good. And threaten. That threaten our safety. Logic displays. Logic states. To drive us away from things that endanger our. That's it, White Stripes. Logic dictates. Logic dictates. Well done, White Stripes. That's an ice cream for you. So we've had one for Oksana and one for you. But to, I can't remember the middle one. To warn us away from. But yes. Okay, logic evolve. Okay, no. Keep us away from. Logic dictates. Logic dictates. This is a good. The one Alex used was really good as well. Was the collocation. Where was it? Where was it? I can't find it now. Yeah, logic suggests. Yeah, logic dictates. Yeah, very definitely logic dictates. Okay, it helps us anything that might harm us or those we care about. To draw us away. Logic dictates, determines, good. that threaten. A bit of good is stress for our health. Yeah, but the problem is life is not a bit of stress. Life is a lot of stress. It helps us detect anything that might harm us. I like detect. Identify is good. Spot is good as well. Vanquish, I love vanquish. That's a good one, Patricia. Tackle. That's very good, don't trust. It helps us tackle anything that might harm us. Helps us feel. Nearly figure out. To spot, says Oksana. Helps us detect, says Manu. Defeat, says Valentine. I can't remember this one either. Helps us single out. That's quite nice, Maurits. So, it helps us avoid. It helps us avoid anything that might harm us or those we care about. Helps us face. Face is a good word. I think face is a good word as well, Maurits. Tackle. I like Marco. Welcome, Marco. And welcome, Marcela Aranda. Well, great to have you. So, no, logic maintains would be very good. I think logic maintains is very good. I think it sounds great. So it helps us avoid. It is why fear triggers the or response. It is why fear triggers the or response. Issue. I love issue. That's a really good one, Vitali. It helps us eschew anything that might harm us. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Alex. Fight, flight, or flee. Normally it's fight or flight because they sound the same, Oksana. The mind and body response. Fight or flight, yes, Maurits. It's a real nail biter. A nail biter, I would say, Manu. Fight or take a hike response. The fight or flight response. Fight or flight, that's it, good, Patricia. Like Bob Marley says, he who fight and run away, live to fight another day. Signal or immediate response. It rhymes, yes, fight or flight. That's it's a rhyming couplet. It's a rhyming, it's not a rhyming pair, but it's a rhyming phrase. Flight or freight, or flight or fight or flight or freeze is more, yeah, fight or flight or freeze. I like it, White Stripes. The primordial fight or flight response. Well done, Vandana. Welcome, Vandana. Welcome, Gav. I'm going to call you Gav. Welcome, Gav. Fight or flight, that's good. Ever so slightly. It's why fear, fight or be fought. Okay. As we approach Halloween, however, many of us will actively out ways to frighten ourselves by devouring films specifically designed to send our hearts racing into our hit or run. That's normally hit and run, is where you don't hit somebody in your car and you don't stop. Well done, White Stripes. Yeah, try out would certainly work. Seek out, says Alex. Seek out, says Oksana. We'll actively try out. We'll look out. It could work, actually. We'll actually look out ways. into our heels. Heels is good, but where does your heart go when you're nervous? Seek out ways, well done Manu, seek for Maurits, to send our hearts racing into our... Where does your heart go? Yes, Maurits. Well done, Maurits. Into our mouths. Yes, Alex, that's it. Send your... My heart was in my mouth. This means, oh my God, is... Yeah, our mouths. Yes, well done, White Stripes. We'll find out ways. Yeah, find would work, Valentine. Seek out is good. Mouths for Patricia. Heart in the mouth stuff. That's it, Vitaly, exactly. Set out ways into our bodies. Carve out ways would work. Hi, Vandana. So, we will seek out ways to send our hearts into our mouths. Mouth in hearts, heart in mouth stuff. My heart was in my mouth. I don't think I've got a video on that one. From zombie apocalypses to slasher bloodbaths, we love sending chills down our... Making horror movies Hollywood's most profitable. Heart in the mouth, terrified. Yes. Okay, very good, Alex. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Maurits. And the second one, that's definitely a double ice cream for Alex. Most profitable venture. But notice a venture is just one time, White Stripes, and they're doing it lots of times. Spines for Oksana, genre for Maurits, spines for Vitaly, spines for Valentine, genre for Oksana, spines, absolutely shaking. Most profitable business. Yeah, business would work. Spine, Hollywood's most profitable box offices. I would probably say box office hits. Seek out and mouth. Yes, Vandana. Spines and business for Christiane. Our bones. Box office. I quite like most profitable... Making horror most profitable box office hits. Profitable, it needs something else after it with box office. So, scores. Score, you see, when we're talking about films, the score is the music to go with it. It's probably not the best. So, spines and genre. Chill down our spine, says shivers down my spine. The old paradox of horror is very old, says Mark Miller, a research fellow at Monash University in Australia, and blah blah. The paradox of horror is a very old one. Score, music as notated, yes. Trademark. Phenomenon is good. Thrill to horror. Spine for the previous one. Yes, Vandana. Is very old news. I think news would work. No, but a news doesn't work. Is very old news. Is a very old phenomenon, says Maurits. A very old song. Spine and genera, plural. Genus, genera, genre. A very old tree, a very old book, a very old custom, says Mark Miller. I can't remember this one either. A very old puzzle. Well done, Alex. I'm impressed. A very old theory. A very old topic. It's a very old puzzle. The paradox is a puzzle. Yeah, the paradox is a puzzle. That's why. Even Aristotle spoke about how that we're set up to and avoid dangerous, disgusting, harmful, horrible things. A very old maze. Maze is a very good word, Manu. Monk by Matthew Lewis. No, I haven't. Maze is a great word, Manu. Even Aristotle spoke up about how interesting it is that we're set up to identify and to avoid. A conundrum for the previous one. It's a very old conundrum, yes. How perplexing it is to seek and to avoid. That's very good as well. How dilemma, how riddle. No, about what a riddle, what a dilemma it is. Okay, this one is almost a synonym of avoid. They've just doubled the same word. What a quandary. A riddle, quandary, conundrum. And it's raining. Lovely. How remarkable it is. Hi, Victor. Lovely to see you. Here, to eschew and avoid. To dodge and avoid. Dodge is good. Dodge, to clear and avoid. To steer clear of. Like avoid. To keep away from. Dodge is the best for number 2 yet so far by miles. Intuition. How intuitive it is. Intuitive. How weird it is. Weird is a very good word. To circumvent and to avoid. To circumvent, to sidestep and avoid. Hi, NS Duran. Lovely to have you. So, begins with E. To avoid, to and avoid. Begins with E. Second one. Escape from, to evade. Well done, Alex. So, ice cream for Patricia with weird, and an ice cream for Alex with evade, and same for Manu and Maurice. Well done, Patricia. How weird it is. That was really good, Patricia. How weird it is that we're set up to evade and avoid dangerous things. Evade, yes. Evade and avoid. To exacerbate. Okay. Yet we feel magnetized to be in spaces where we're in with disgusting, horrible, noxious or horrifying yet we feel magnetized to be in spaces where we're in to rapid fire escape, in touch with, that's good, White Stripes. Phenomena. It's going to have to be plural, White Stripes. Interesting and neglect. So we're in awe with disgusting scenes. That's pretty good, NS. Experiences, Roxana, good. Lots of ice cream all over you, P, definitely. In contact with. In scenarios with. In places with. Horrifying happenings. Proximity. I think proximity is the right word, Maurits. In proximity with. In contact with is good. In close proximity with. In contact with. Things we're in touch with. In proximity to. To is probably better. We're in touch with. And horrifying things. Let me go on. Over the past 10 years, psychologists have finally begun to resolve this. Events is good, White Stripes. This line. Have finally begun to resolve this horrifying stages, says Manu. Objects. This conundrum. Conundrum's a good word. Well done, Oksana. Well done, White Stripes. Well done, Alex and Vitali. This puzzle is a good word as well. This phenomena. It's going to be phenomenon this time because it's singular. Conundrum. Why isn't it conundra? But it isn't. Conundrum for Christian. Conundrum for Maurits. Mystery's another good word for Oksana. Dilemma for Valentine. That's good. Puzzle for Marcella. Or Marcella. Horrifying sequel, says Manu. Puzzle. Quandary. This dilemma. Quandary. Maze. Or labyrinth as well. This riddle. Riddle's a good word from Vitali. So, to resolve this enigma. I don't think any of you got enigma. I should have given you a clue. Sorry. So, they've begun to finally to resolve this puzzle, this dilemma, this enigma. Some evidence indicates that horror stories, this question, yeah, White Stripes, definitely. Some evidence indicates that horror stories into key processes of the brain that help us with uncertainty, mystery. But it's a conundrum. One conundrum, two conundra. In proximity. Feed into, tap into. Well done, White Stripes. To deal with, well done, Maurits. Deal with, well done, Oksana. Well done, Vitali with deal. Deal with for Christian. Deal with for White Stripes. Cope with as well is good, Valentine. Okay, so definitely an ice cream here for White Stripes. To seep into key processes. To tap into. To link with. To grapple with is a good one as well. Conundrum. Yes, Vandana. To help us deal with uncertainty. If you drag to the right slightly, Vandana, you'll get up to date because you're lagging about 30 seconds behind, 20 seconds behind. It's a lovely topic today. So, help us deal with uncertainty. The latest results suggest these tales of terror may even bring some serious psychological benefits, including reducing the anxiety we feel about events out in the real world. They are for our worries. To tap into, to connect with, to tap into a resource. It's a connection with, this tap into. It's like to make an oil well that you tap into the oil underground. These telltales of terror. A balm for our worries. Balm is really good. It's not a balm, but it's a synonym of balm. That's really good. These gruesome tales. These morbid tales. A remedy for our worries. Sepulchral tales. Blood-curdling tales. Gruesome. These tall tales, they're a remedy. A panacea for our worries. I was thinking about panacea as well. I really like White Stripes' balm, an ointment. Yes, Vitali! That's an ice cream for Vitali. A salve is another word for a balm. A salve for our worries. A salve is to stop something hurting. Supernatural tales of terror. Laxatives for our worries. Liniment is not bad. Preternatural. Fictional tales. Well done, Paul. I think you're going to get an ice cream straight away. Fictional and remedy, says NS. Yes. Fictional. It's fictional. Fictional and salve. So, ice creams for Paul and NS. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, NS. These are virtual ice creams, obviously. Salve Regina. These fictional tales, they're a salve for our worries. Or a laxative for our worries. I love the word laxative. I think it's quite a funny one. They're a salve for our worries. Colton Scrivener, a psychologist at Arizona State University, has much of this research. Horrifying. Two E's. So, Colton Scrivener, a psychologist at Arizona State, has much of this research. Has conducted, has written, has authored, has conducted. I like conducted. Spearheaded is a really good one, Patricia. Carried out, yes, Vitali. Pedantry. Okay, that's focusing on small details that don't matter. Conducted. Written. Taken on is good, NS. Pioneered. Well done, Patricia. And pioneered for Paul as well. Okay, pioneered is the ice cream word again. Has pioneered much of this research. Okay, has scrutinised. Has pioneered much of this research. As a child, he had always enjoyed of scary stories. Has analysed. Pursued is good, Firdavs. As a child, he had always enjoyed of scary stories. The allure is a really good word, White Stripes. I can't remember this one. The thrill, definitely, Alex. The appeal, good word, Vitali. Coltan, just like you, FR. But coltan, isn't that a mineral that contains tungsten? The plot of, yes, Valentine. So carried out for the previous, yes, yes, Firdabs, the allure, the excitement, the energy, good Oksana. Pioneered, one of the first to research something. The allure, the thrill, the enthrallment. The lure is a good word from Manu. For real. Coltan, the thrill of scary stories. Okay, FR, for real. Thank you, White Stripes. Because you know what a dinosaur I am. The thrill, yes. The lure is good. The magnetism of scary stories. It was only once he had reached graduate school, however, that he started puzzling about of scary stories, human cultures. The spookiness of scary stories, says Paul. About of scary stories, human cultures. The plot of into the phenomenon of scary stories in human cultures, the universality across. I think there's probably, their ice cream's definitely there, of the scary stories affecting the role of scary stories, the abundance of scary stories across. I'm sure this second one is across the influence of over human cultures. Good, Maurits. The thrill of the but that's the previous one, bandana. Okay. The prevalence, good word, Patricia. The ubiquity. I think that's the right word. I get this feeling ubiquity is the word. The impact of scary stories. The ubiquity. Well done, Alex. Very good indeed. Across human cultures. So, ice cream's there for ubiquity, the influence, pervading human cultures. Pervading would do for the second one. The first, the effect, yes, Marcella. The effect, sorry, the first we have of writing includes horrible demons and monstrous beasts. Scrivener says, describing the 4,000-year-old Babylon tablets with the Epic of Gilgamesh. The first account is very good. Holds sway over. Yes, about the sway of scary stories over human culture. Yes, Vitali. The first account we have of writing. And Bond. No, not Bond. Account, certainly. The first appearance, I like appearance we have of writing. Buried or found with the epic. The first indication we have of writing is a good word. So how was the writing put on the tablets? So this is written on tablets. This is going to be cuneiform. The first account, tablets, bound with the epic. How is it written? The first case we have, case is good. So how is it written in stone? Unearthed would definitely work, White Stripes, but the first idea, engraved. Engraved. It's engraved, Valentine. A tablet is a piece of stone. Moses came down off Mount Sinai with 2 tablets. A tablet is a flat piece of stone with something engraved upon it. Scribbled. Engraved. That's it, White Stripe. Carved would work as well. Tablets of clay. Clay. Yes, yes, Marco. And these tablets of clay are engraved, inscribed with. The first evidence we have of writing includes demons and monstrous beasts in the Epic of Gilgamesh. Tablets carved with a piece of stone or damp clay. Yes, it certainly, it's damp clay that is engraved and then left to dry as well. Chiseled. Chiseled's a great word. I would say features of horror story are as old as, and this is the last one for today, I think. I'm pretty sure this is the last question. As old as time. Time's pretty good. Civilization is good. As old as the hills, Manu. As old as time. As old clay, says Marco. As old as the hills. As old as the hills. So, closest yet is civilization. As old as Methuselah. As old as the hills. As old as religion. As old as the world is good. As old as writing. That's the closest answer yet. Languages. As old as language. As old as tobacco, says Marcella. As old as language. Or as old as language. So I would say the features of horror stories are as old as language. As old as man. And that was 36 questions. 45 minutes, perfect. So, thank you all. Next stream is on Tuesday, 4th of November at 10 AM UK time. That was easy. These stories predate writing. Yes, it's oral tradition. As old as Methuselah. Written into the Bible even later. Thanks, Maurits. Thank you, Fear Dabs. As old as the scriptures. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Alex. As old as humanity. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you, Valentine. Interesting as always. I'm glad. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, Patito Garcia. So let's do this properly. Thank you to Alex and Valentine and Christian. Thank you to Don't Trust and Fear Dabs and Maurits. Thank you to Manisco and Manuel, Manu and Marcella. Aranda. Marcella. It's going to be Marcella. Thank you to Marco and Oksana and Patito Garcia. Thank you to Patricia and Paul and White Stripes and to Vitali. It's been great having you all. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Fear Dabs. Have a great weekend yourself, Oksana. Thank you, Patito Garcia. Thank you, Marco. It's been fun today. Good. I'm much obliged as well, Don't Trust. So let me put this here. Next one is on the 4th. Thank you, Paul. It's been fun. As old as the Politburo members put together. That's very good. That's very good. As old as the members of Parliament put together. I love that Politburo comment, Vitali. It's really good. Thank you, Fear Davs. Thank you, Manu. Thank you, Manu. Thank you, Patricia. So take care, all of you, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.